How important was it for you and just collectively as a team to regroup after that first period and allow yourselves to settle in a little more?
It was very important, obviously, to come back in the second period. A couple bad breaks in the first, one off the hand of your D, and just another one we scrambled a little bit. But overall, I thought we did a good job. As the game got on, we got better. So, yeah, it was important, and the guys did a good job.
And just
What's the key to the penalty kill tonight?
Guys being in good positions, reading off each other, not a lot of confusion. Obviously, when something breaks down, next guy, sort of handles the problem. So, a lot of good communication and guys on the same page.
did you sort of see the little intricacies that you guys had been working on yesterday in particular sort of come to fruition in this game?
Yeah, I think it's still early in the season. Everybody panics a little bit after the first game. We didn't like our game last game, but obviously it was important that we start to turn the page and do things the right way. And I think the guys did a good job.
How much is that second period for you just almost a turning of that page as well for the start of the season? Nico was saying on the bench they were watching and saying those are the saves we need from our goaltender.
Yeah, obviously you try and make every save. Sometimes, it seems like bad bounces go in, like I said. The one off the glove of your D, it's going high glove and it goes underneath your hand right in front of you. It's tough to make that save. And then, the other one we get scrambling around a little bit. The guy just beats it there. But, I think we all got better as the game go on, myself included. Settled into the game. Made some good saves, and the boys did a good job on the other end and in the D zone. So it was a good collective effort.
What does a win like this do for the group? When you come back like the way you did, how does it just calm everyone down as you move forward?
Yeah, obviously, if you're not winning, guys start to hit the panic button, and fans get on you, and everyone's making a whole lot of noise. So it's great for our team to just kind of get off on the right start and turn the page here, and then just try and roll it into the next game.
What was said here between periods? Because you looked like a different team in the second period.
Yeah, it was a little wake-up call for us, I think. Wasn't even much said. Everybody knew what to do. We were prepared for this game. We got those 2 goals, but we cleaned it up and got the crowd back on our side, and it felt good. The rock was popping, and guys had a lot of energy, and we executed this time, so it was great comeback win.
How big was the penalty kill today?
Huge. In this league, you know how deadly other teams' power play can be, so it's always great to see penalty kill stepping up, and gives you the momentum. Definitely great job tonight.
And Nico, what does it say about this team that it was able to handle some adversity and find your first win of the game of the year?
Feels good. Would be a tough one if we would sit here again and not come out with a win. I think we battle hard again, and that's our identity. We want to battle hard every game, and if we keep battling that way, we're gonna get way more W's.
Nico, one of the things you said this morning was, we have to remember that we don't win or lose a game in the first 10 minutes. You have to keep battling. You talked about it a little bit there, but just how important was making sure you guys kept in that mentality throughout this game, especially in that first period?
Really important, and we learned from that last year. You're never out in a game. It's in hockey, it can go duck, and you can have 2 goals. So it doesn't matter what the score is. You got to play 60 minutes. We've seen it the hard way also. So we got good guys in here with great character, and we pushed each other, and it just feels good.
How big were some of the saves that Mackenzie was making in that second period that allowed you guys to stay in the game to get to that point where Andre was able to get on the board?
100%. Some huge saves. We literally said that on the bench. Those are the saves we need to get the momentum back, and Blackie was outstanding and gave us those saves we needed, and then you score on the other hand.
You care to tell us what maybe it might have said to the guys between the first and second period, or what the difference was when you came out in the second period?
Basically we did quite a few good things. We'd only given up, I think, 4 shots, but we made a big mistake on one of the goals. The face-off goal, that happens. It went through a pile of people and found a hole, but we just talked about the ozone play. If we get pucks in deep, we really thought we could generate some good opportunities.
Can you put in perspective what this win means to the guys who, maybe obviously were pressing a little bit?
Yeah, well, I think if you look at our top 6, none of them had a goal. So, we need, if you're going to win games, we need the production we got tonight. I feel that production could have been a lot greater again. I think I've talked about that for 3 games, that we've missed some really good opportunities, and again, we missed quite a few good opportunities tonight, but we persevered. We were facing some adversity, and I thought Nico and his guys did a great job.
When it comes to that perseverance, how important was Mackenzie in that second period to allow you guys to find the back of the net with Palat's first goal, and just some of the saves that Mackenzie was making, particularly in that second period?
Well, I think when you ramp up the pressure, and there was a couple times we had a little bit of fatigue in the offensive zone, and all of a sudden, they ended up with a breakaway that Mackenzie, I thought he did a great job on it. Might have went through his legs and hit the post, but didn't go in. One other breakdown that he made a really big save, on a breakout where I think it was Severson went back and mishandled. That would have made the game 3-0. So you look at big saves to give us an opportunity to get back in the game. He gave us those big saves.
One of the things that I kind of noticed watching leading up to that Palat goal was a lot of your guys were out on the ice for roughly about a minute, but it seemed like they were almost angry. They wanted that goal really badly. They were, Dougie was hitting everyone. And so did you see that kind of mentality where they were just going to do everything they possibly could?
I thought there was a couple shifts that we did everything possible to try to generate. Physicality was there. We had net front. We had a couple pucks around the net front that we ended up putting over top of the net. But, we knocked people off pucks, generated second opportunities, a lot of really good ozone play.
We didn't see Alexander Holtz much after the first period. Is he dealing with something, or was he benched?
I went down to 3 lines. I put it on our veterans. Really just felt that we'd go with 3 lines, maybe use McLeod and Bastian killing penalties, and McLeod for a few face-offs. So it was more about just getting down to 3 lines and trying to breed a little bit of familiarity with putting Bratt back up there.
Speaking of Bratt, what value has Bratt added so far this season?
Well, I think you see he's dynamic inside the zone. When the cutback play he made on the Hamilton goal was just a fantastic play, and that's his game. I thought the first period, he didn't hang on to pucks as well, but I thought in the second period, when that line got put back together, it was a threat almost every time they were on the ice.
What did you see from the defense tonight, and their improvement?
Well, we gave up 20 shots. I thought our gaps were tight. Our puck movement getting out of the zone, I thought was better. Some were controlled, some were rims, some were battles on the wall, but I thought our D got back in a hurry and broke pucks out, which allowed us to not spend too much time on our end.
Lindy, can you speak to Palat's game today? Was this his best as a Devil?
Yeah, and I think it takes time. It takes time to get to know your teammates and play with them, but again, if you look at some of the down-low plays he made, where he was able to handle a puck and keep the opposition on his back, I think that's the guy that we saw a lot of, and the guy that has been very successful, from the top of the circles down.
You have to have a good feeling about your PKs, especially again tonight. Gave you some momentum in this game.
Yeah, we needed it. Our PK was a little loose last game. We gave up some really good opportunities. We were fortunate. I thought our attention to detail by our killers tonight was really good. You know, and they could have got some momentum even in the third period. We needed a big kill, and we got it.
How does it feel to finally get your first one of the season? The fans seem to be quiet down a bit in that second and third period.
You know what? It's about really just taking it a game at a time. You know, we're disappointed in our start to get that win. Now we want to try to build some momentum.
Have you asked Jonas Siegenthaler at all to, you know, jump up in the play a little bit more? It seems like he's got 2 points now already. What are you sort of seeing from him?
I have not asked him to jump up in the play. You know, part of the way we play is we need, if you're going to get zone time, you need that fourth guy in the rush. It's part of our system. We haven't asked him to join anymore, but we've asked our D, if you're the first guy on the breakout and you've made a play to your partner, you're the guy that's got to get into play. I think he's done a good job with it. I think our D on a whole have done a good job with it.